Hello everyone and welcome to another fantastic stream here in Goryos Entity. We are playing Modern today, and in this case it's Eldrazi ramp. This deck has been popping up a bit more lately without Aether Explorer and more to the original design of the deck, now including Vexing Bubble and Blasphemous Act in the sideboard. This is a mostly commander card that this spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature on the battlefield. Blasphemous Act deals 13 damage to each creature, so it's a sorcery that kills a lot of things, especially overlords of the Balemorg, Philias, and all kind of, including even a big Emrakul. So for the rest, it's just some removal, Nature's Claim, Artifact Hate, 4 Stonebrain, and quite normal core. So let's just jump into the league. High black metal. So it's weird that in the format with a lot of Amulet Titan not playing the Ghost Quarter Aether Explorer core, but it's probably only good against that and Eldrazi Tron, so not great against the rest of the decks, and having the double green spell is always troublesome. I always feel like this deck should be playing one basic mountain, but no one plays it, which is weird. But yeah, who I am to disagree with the Hive Mind. Front one again, LXC. We have 7 mana sources hand, not great. Now we have a 1.5 mana source hand, which I think keep. I'm gonna bottom Emrakul and just play on turn 1 Utopia, Sprawl on red. This says that my opponent has been playing Goryos Vengeance, Teferi, Solitude, Mending. Okay, the one from the Pro Tour, Flooded Strand, and Toxis. Maybe Prismatic Ending. They could take Rumble, which is a good card. They could take Kozilek's Command. I cannot cast Kozilek now, but will be able to do in the near future. Talisman, Vexing, and I guess I just play my fresh accurate land so that if they Prismatic Ending the Bubble, I get to draw a card. Archive, do they have the premium? Seems like not. But deciding, we kept the land on top. Yeah. No hurry here. Surveil. So they could consign me here, but not much else. If they have the consign, they have the consign. Devourer, Vexing Bubble, lands. Nothing that I really want. Side of the 7 Deaths. Yes, Cyrus, not. Gracias, Black Metal. Black Metal has watched me in a row. This is 5, 6, 7. This side is not bad because they cannot solitude it. That means that it will get uneasy for them to stop this. It's a bit more than a 2-turn clock, but still good enough. That's probably, yeah, discard Solitude and Atraxa, and they will have Goryos. I have First Strike, and Atraxa also has First Strike, right? No, that touch. So Sire beats Atraxa. Push. Not a lot of. They have to have a Ephemerate, instant sorcery, creature, land. 4 cards. They hit Atraxa, Marshflat, Foss, and Foxys. Those 4 are the known information. They fetch for planes, and they're ephemerating right away. Yeah, sure. Delta. Marshflat is also gone. So from those cards here, Delta, Solitude, Ephemerate. Delta, Goyo goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second side. 3. They will discard Atraxa, Foxys, Atraxa, Sire attacks. They have to take 7. They called Solitude in theory, but not like something they will want to do. No blocks. And Sire go. Now I can easily F6. Ephemerate gets countered by Vexing Bubble. I should probably cast it just to have a card in the graveyard for... Maybe instead of Solitude, they should have kept Frog, so that they can grow a Frog bigger than Sire. Just random thoughts going through my head. Opponent plays Polluted Delta. Gonna double block. I go to 40. And their opponent, how are you going to deal with my 7 deaths? Better say your 7 deaths. Hey, Doctor. I don't know. Maybe they have Goryo and they want to attract a bunch but that seems weird. 14 deaths. Yeah, double sire. Had a lot of sires. Okay, we play Cage. I guess Stonebrain is here for this matchup, more or less. Osirex return. Chrysalis is good against Frog, but not good against most of the rest of the cards. Or Stonebrain. That's a lot of brain power. We have turn 1 Stonebrain, which is fine. Emrakul or Ugin? I guess Emrakul and Brain Go. No surveillance land for you. You have to cash in your consign on turn 1. How do we backstreet? 32 the talisman. And here comes our next Stonebrain. We have another consign. They have it, they have it. I'm not sure what I should name here. There are a lot of options. If they cast Frog, I'm just gonna cozy deck. No Frog yet. Consign is a nice card to name. Force of Negation. Okay. Now we know their hand, and that's decent for us. Stonebrain for Consign. That's the modern metagame we live in. Don't bring in a counter spell. 2 Ephemerates, some Atraxas, Force of Negation, Frogs, Riddlers. They have no Goryos in hand yet, and no big creature. They kept all the Solitudes, or those are... Yeah, they kept all 4 Solitudes. No Ephemerate is like, yes, they had 2 Ephemerates, which I think you should keep all of them. Because one of the biggest ways of winning this game is by... So... Oh, they have Force of Negation. They have Force of Negation in hand. I think I'm still going to try to chill Exile and Scry. Traxa. That's bad, but whatever. Now they can Riddler. They discarded Hallowed Fountain, so they have Solitude in hand here. That's the games you lose. At the top they get Frog, and then blue card. I saw the Primordial deck with Tanglewire and Tinker. Kinda makes me want to play the format. Yeah, the Tanglewires were mine, but most of the rest of the deck was not. Cast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could get Bojuka. No, I'm going to get Eldrazi Temple. Not in a good spot. Not in a good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I should have got 6. And yeah, that's lethal. Yeah, they drew Frog. Frog is the best card from the Atraxa deck for some reason. Yeah, I guess the Sand is decent. I don't have red cards in my deck, or I do have. I think I did cut all red cards. Yeah. So no reason to damage me. Green again. Go. Put Delta and Foxy's. I could draw a 7-drop. I could draw a Temple. I could draw a ton of stuff, to say the truth. So in Mega Spam, yeah. Labyrinth and Talisman. Foxy's for command. And here comes a Rumble. What do I want? Stonebrain. And Stonebrain here. I could Temple. I think I'm getting Temple and pass. And try to dance with them a bit. Not easy. So this turn is a end of turn Osirex return. Osirex command just as bait. Yeah, sure. How then planes discard. We have a third Foxys. Roberto, yeah. So here comes. This is Exile and Scry. So this is best bait for Consign. I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, opening conceded. Because Emrakul is quite huge. We play round 2 against Miyu Kumono. This is just a generic blink. So probably the RC deck. Yeah, literally the RC deck. Yeah, we played it to a 4-1 last week. The deck was strong. We'll have to fight with a deck that plays 4 main deck consigned to memory. Never easy. We had that turn to Chrysalis. But yeah. I named Green. For the ones who don't know, it's my favorite magic color. Probably one of the least favorite magic colors. Also colors that are in magic. Just on the color theme. But I'm a green gamer. Now they could consign, they could do a lot of stuff. But Anyway, I'm gonna play Writhing, Chrysalis to make them consign or bust. Not consign yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I draw a 7 drop, I can. There's no failure. Okay. We are gaming. They're gaming pretty hard, in fact. They have no consign, no failure. Poof. They could, in theory, Wrath of the Skies for 1. They can Fable. They can cast Flage for the future. I don't know. Riddler. Okay. They are riddling. Draw a card and Ephemerate. Yeah. Sure. Riddler gets not warped. So options. Rumble for a Greenland, maybe? Temple is nice. Emrakul is also not bad. I guess I like Emrakul. Emrakul can be a high hit. No, Greenland is a bit sad. 3. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So here I'm going to Bojuka them. They're going to blink this. Maybe I should have got green to double rumble. I don't know. Last turn could have been played out quite different. Solitude, yes. They're eating my Chrysalis, yes. Now they're ephemerating Solitude. Now I guess they're ephemerating Solitude again. And if they get rid of a last card, they will be able to draw 2. This prismatic ending. Okay, they're attacking my mana, which is okay, I guess. Rumble, Mycospawn, Emrakul. Mycospawn. Here I have Temple, and you got 5. So Emrakul cost 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Idemos. So I have next turn Emrakul against a lot of fight. 3 cards remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This would have been a great card last time. Sadly, it wasn't. Among or Virtual. Do they have consign or not? Seems like yes. They're consigning a bunch. Consign to memory. What a card. After this league, we are going to play the Su deck with 4 main deck consign. Opponent's turn. Flage. Yes. After we both Juka them, they have gotten back a lot of cards. Bracket Foundry. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing 1 card in the grave. Maybe we get there with Sire. I don't think so, but this could be. I get to survive 1 more turn. Okay, they drew a fetch land, and just with a fetch they kill me. I ended up playing too soon the Bojuka. No Holy Heat. Cothirex Return is not that great. Blasphemous Act. So they tend to have 2 creatures. That means if I have creatures, let's submit like this and see what happens. They have a lot of Charm House in the sideboard. Maybe bringing in the Stonebrain for them is good, but I'm not sure. Why not lead with the Mycospawn? Why not lead? If I play Mycospawn, I have enough mana. In losing 1 mana, right? Like Mycospawn costs 2 if you cast it, and that meant that I was 1 off. Okay, we have some strong hands. Devourer wants to reveal a Temple. Rumble. I guess Rumble is fine. Only for some reason, Vexing Bubble does not counter the consigned copies, which is very, very sad. Here we don't want to play the colorless lands proactively. Eldrazi Temple. So now we have 4 card types in the graveyard. And Gruul costs 9. Arena of Glory and Ragavan. Yeah, sure. Going to block. I'm getting a Chrysalis out of the trade next turn, so I'm not in a bad spot. They traded 2 mana for almost nothing, so I'm fine. Here sadly I can't F6 because if they deal with my tokens, I will have to sacrifice them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can cast Devourer of Destiny. I can't just cash in a Rumble. I guess I am going to Rumble. Next Chrysalis. I got Balwing. Thanks for the Post Quarter and Talisman. Now they are holding mana for consign. That doesn't do much. Yeah. Gonna not move this turn. Welcome, Mirel. Some damage. they need to pay 3. Charmo, yeah. They destroy my temple. I don't care at all. Red, colorless, green. Chrysalis is big. Soup. Thank you very much. Consign on the Chrysalis. Yeah. Okay, so there you go, my friends. Move. I have to pay 4 for the next dragon. Follow with Fountain. What is this? Hardcast Solitude. 4. I'm gonna block. Sacrifice 1 token. You have to do this all once and at a time. Now the Hardcast Solitude. Yes. I'm fine with that. I'm very fine with this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And with Artifact we have 13. If I did not miscount. They would have another Solitude, but whatever. Let's see. Oof, they have another Solitude, but not the card for it. They draw. What is this? These are planes. So, Exert, Solitude, a hard cast. This is gonna kill your other Solitude. Ragavan is gonna get cast. Legend Rule, 1 Ragavan away. And now my opponent will attack with, I guess with Solitude, because they could ephemerate this. I'm going to gain some life, but they are not in the best spots. They have Force Negation, which I don't care about. I need to empty deal. When there is a conditional mana or mana from you, what's the best way to not screw how you pay the mana? Oof, it's very hard to do it wrong. Probably it's just clicking on the mana here on the left bottom. I block Ragabonki. And what did my opponent draw? Ephemerate the Charmo. Yeah, that was clear. Now they attacked with the right one. They drew the Ephemerate. That's a small. So it's easy to flood the mana before casting the spell. Sometimes yes. Swing. I guess it's better here to cast Rumble first. Oh, this is wrong. They're going to destroy my 2 Force Negation this. Yeah, doesn't matter much, but okay. Still lethal. I should have just casted Sawamico Spawn. Also not the great card, but I think I'm gonna resend. Game 2, we keep this. Devourer gets thrown. And let's see. Calling Tarn. Devourer reveals. Tick. Temple is nice. Sowing Mega Spawn is nice. Cyrus, medium. I guess Sowing is the right card to call. Here I'm gonna name Red. Thundering Falls Surveils to the top. Here they called Philia. I guess I'm fine with stopping Philia. They don't Philia, I just cause it a command. The dragon cost 4 mana right now. So Philia yes, Philia no. We will see. No Philia. Blade was sent to the graveyard randomly. I'm just gonna go for value on this and see. Stirrings, Temple, Chrysalis, Kusirix Command. I guess Kusirix Command is the better card. Cast this with Kicker. Do they have a second consign? The problem here is they cannot fletch with Arena because they don't have double white. So they could need to. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck you. Still not trying to not get colorless lands into the battlefield. Now there is a spot where they Philia and cast Charmo for 4. That would be a very bad spot for me. Be able to kill the Philia blocking if they don't have Solitude. This Riddler. Yeah, Riddler draws a card. They're going to attack with Philia. Yes. Blink Riddler. And I get a chance to block the Philia. Okay. This is not a terrific trade. They got some value, but not the worst. Now, if I play this land, they can dragon. They can consign. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So here I can Kusirix Command or hold. The problem here is we are getting dragons, but this is what it is. I want to put some pressure up. They don't have Solitude yet. What do they want to do? They can consign my trigger or consign my Ritter. Okay, they choose to consign the trigger. 5 cards in hand, so Riddler does not much yet. Planes. Now they can Dragon and Ephemerate. Hope they don't have Ephemerate. I'm gonna attack because I'm not going to block, and if I tried for one of their creatures, I'm fine. Consider command myself, trying to set up something. So they have a third consign. Yeah, it is what it is. Has to be nice to draw 3 consign in the top 17 cards of the deck. Yeah. Not something that's easy to beat. Oh, I have a lot of life and they don't have that much, so I will need to start thinking on blocking. Ledge kills spawn. Okay. That probably means that if I draw 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If I draw Temple or Labyrinth, I could be able to win, or at least to cast Emrakul. They got Commercial District, so we are 1 card Talisman. 4 and 4 is 8. I cannot. Okay, we died to triple consign. Seems fair. On my Metafrail profile, you will find all my competitive Magic the Gathering content. You will get deck and sideboard guides, articles with ideas and analysis, and even the decks I will be playing in my next big tournament. I offer one-to-one coaching sessions to help take your game to the next level. Following is completely free, so hit the subscribe button and keep up with everything I post on metafy.gg. We're here for round 3 against Ted Eddie. We have a slow hand that I'm going to mulligan. This hand is much faster with some decent draws. I put Labyrinth on the bottom and Temple go. Sacred Foundry, this is probably Energy, but could be also Ragavan. Yeah. So Emrakul gets drawn. That means I can Labyrinth into Emrakul, into Talisman, and play Rumble for 1. Get a second green source. Forest, I guess. So are they playing Blink? Energy? Seems like Blink. Here comes Chrysalis. They call consign, they do not. So I got the Fungus Eldrazi, Philia. GG, thanks for the follow. So they can attack and blink. This is a Chrysalis, kills Philia, and Riddler enters. Might be a plan. Sacred Foundry, yeah. Could be a Flage. A fairy, sure. Owns Chrysalis. Not like the best plan, I think, but whatever. Now they attack. 1, 2, 3. They blink a token. They could blink the fairy. 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Devourer of Destiny. Rumble. Yeah, Ghost Quarter is nice. No, there are 6 card types. Devourer kills Philia. And they need to have Solitude. Next turn is Emrakul time, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, exactly Emrakul. Flooded Strand gets played. Riddler draws 1 card. They fetch before Solitude my Devourer with Ephemerate. So they get some damage in. The fairy attack with Ragamonkey. Does my opponent have a consign? Yes, no, yes. Forest gets exiled. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm gonna cast the Emrakul, see what happens. Close my eyes, pray to Emrakul. Okay, trigger resolves, Emrakul resolves. Opponent bolts me. Yeah, bolt was Ragavan. More Ragavans. Scalding Tar. Okay, so Riddler is not a card I want to cast. So here Ragavan gets cast. I'm gonna keep this Ragavan. I'm gonna fetch Surveil or just do nothing. As I call Surveil, but they're gonna to cast Riddler 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Riddler. Let me count 1 second. They untap search a basic mountain and they Riddler draw 2 cards. Then after they Riddler, they block. They have not a lot of 1 mana spells that do something. I'm just gonna take the land of them and block Emrakul and go. Give them the land, they don't have to fetch. I also have enough mana exactly to be able to kill the Riddler, the fairy, and they need to fetch for basic mountain. So Riddler draw 2 cards. They will have 3 unknown cards for me. Riddler draw 2, yes. Is it better to sire or to... I think I tried to go for lethal here. Exile and scry. Got a Force of Negation with blue card or Solitude, but whatever. They got nothing and we got the win. Nice win this game. it's worse. I don't know if Exim Babel is that good in this matchup. Naughty Heat seems decent. I'm gonna board in 2 Stonebrain to get Charmouse, or I saw the Word of Destiny is not that great, but whatever. Get Consign or get Charmouse or something like that. Opponent taking time, going slowly at it. Guys who need 3 minutes to sideboard. You like playing Ugin in RT? I copy the list. Probably with 4 Chrysalis, it's good. Ugin is a very strong card. I'm gonna keep this. This is a hand that needs a lot of work, but I guess we have Devourer and a lot of cards. The bottom are red land. That's weird. Okay, I'm getting the forest. Hello, Rubik's. You're welcome. Now, next turn, I'm gonna do cool stuff. They got Ophelia. What is this? Ragavandash. Riddler Go. Those are the 2 cards I would expect. Seems like Ragavandash. Maybe Prismatic Ending. Yeah, Prismatic Ending. I don't care about that. Rumble. This could get Force of Negation. I guess I get the land and pass the turn. 3 card types in graveyards. My idea is to make them cost Charmau 4. As long as possible. Fletch on my token. They probably don't have a consign to memory. What do you think about Duel Commander in a competitive format? I think it's very hard to play a 4 players competitive game. Duel Commander, no. Duel Commander is fine. Duel Commander is, you play. It doesn't matter the format you're playing. It's always just players trying to kill the others. Yeah, I think Duel Commander is fine. Nothing against it. Chrysalis. I was thinking 4 players. I think it's hard to manage the 4 players commander, but Duel Commander, yeah. I think 1 versus 1 tournaments, get there, play, and happens what happens. Yeah, so can compete at tournaments. I'm not going to. Maybe I should play my card. They did nothing, so if they fletch, I can Cosilex return. I can Cosilex command the fletch. Oh, they have Force of Negation and Consign maybe. No Arena of Glory yet. Ophelia, yes. You got Ophelia. You play in any store in Madrid? Yes, I go to a lot of stores. The 2 I play the most is Júpiter Alcobendas and Ítaca. And then depends. I go to Libertaria Juegos. There is one of the legacy leagues. I go to Arte Nueve sometimes. Not a lot. Very rarely. I go to Tempest. I go to Metropolis. Júpiter Central. Yeah, they choose to take my red mana. They're gonna consign the trigger getting back. 5 mana. Creates token and exile passing graveyard. This is 1, 2, 3. Here they can force and consign my next play. Okay, sure. Chrysalis. I make 2 tokens. Temple. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blue red. They are consigning me. I guess it's a fetch land to get a surveil. What are they waiting for? 5 solitude. Yeah, sure. I can solitude. Chrysalis. Opponent is not being very rich. The last opponent did draw all the consigns. Arid Mesa. Now they can dragon, but this is not a dragon. Another fletch. Yes. Sure. Now they can link my token. What is your last card? This on top. 1, 2, 3, 7, 6. So if I co-select 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 7, 3. I have co-select for 3. But I'm Gruul. I guess I am Gruul and call it a day. Yeah. Now I call Ophelia for 2. I can fetch. I think that's the best way to manage my mana. Maybe if I could have done Shire into Cosilex command, but put a card on top. Arena of Glory. Here I can play Arena, draw 2 cards. I'm gonna play Riddler. Is it better to cast it now? Is it better to cast it or to not cast it? I get 2 cards. Then I can attack with Ophelia, block, exile Solitude, kill Riddler, which is fine. Yeah, cast it with Warp. Draw some cards. Okay. Play Arena of Glory. Insert it. Attack. Blink Solitude. Block. Philia has to resolve first so that I can Solitude the Riddler. And you go. Yeah, I think I needed to get rid of the... Yeah. Maybe this is not the most efficient turn, but I think it's still fine. I can Flage on Philia. Flage. What if they Flage? I don't care much. I could always eat the Flage with the Chrysalis command. Don't know if that's the best way. Flage does not matter that much. Maybe I do. Exile and scry. No, scry. I guess heat plus another Gruul is fine. 7. Now they are fetching into the void. They don't have any more surveillance. They don't have anything exiled. Attack. Go to 7. That means they cannot sire me. Not kill my sire anymore. And I have a Unholy Heat that should seal the deal. Yeah, no triple consign. And we tend to beat this matchup. But yeah, our last opponent did draw 3 consigns. Not amazing. They're at 7. Sire has menace. Even if the draw Solitude or Ephemerate, we win. They will need to draw like Ephemerate into consign. Nice. Let's see if we get with a nice 4-1. 4 against Salty 12 set A. Yeah, I guess the sound is fine. Not the most explosive hand, but on turn 3, it's easy. We get to do some cool stuff. And if we draw Temple, we can play Chrysalis turn 2. Rumble. Spellsnare? Spellsnare. Okay. What does play Spellsnare? Jeskai control. Ragaman. Okay, yeah. What does play Spellsnare? I need to draw a land. Any land. They could bolt this. Okay, I'm gonna cast Chrysalis. What deck plays Sacred Foundry, Steam Vent, and Spellsnare and Ragavan? Some weird Zoo deck that's playing a one-off. Spellsnare and Druid. Could be. I'm not sure. Yeah, consign something. Main deck consign. Love it. They have a Bolt, Flage. I don't know. Arena of Glory. Fable, yeah. Be my guest. Oh! Cast with Kicker. Destroy your Arena of Glory. No one wants to see that. Get an Eldrazi Temple. And yeah, have 2 blockers that make sense. I still don't know what my opponent is playing. I guess Jeskai Blink with some weird draws and Spellsnare main deck. They discard 2 more Ragavan and play Surveillance on a Consign to the Grave. That's weird. More Chrysalis. They have another Consign. They could have. Okay, take 2. What are they playing? Reflection, Arithmesia. Here I'm going to force a bit the machinery. Trying to exile the Kiki. Okay, opponent concedes. Yeah, they had nothing. I don't know what they are playing. Yeah, the Spellsnare made everything weird. I'm gonna board like this. I'm not sure. Isn't this bad against a Ragavan, but good against the rest of the world? The Devourer gets revealed. And if this ends well in our upkeep, we're gonna take a glimpse out of destiny. Emrakul, Chrysalis command. I guess I keep the command. It's never a bad card. First go. Trying to slow roll our game against Obsidian Charmau. Arena of Glory. Rumble. I have no blue yet. Yes, Mystery Reinforced. Seems like a Charmau hand, which currently costs 4. Yeah, if you have the chance, it's easy to circumveil the Charmau life. Steam Vents, yes. Here gets Stomping Ground. And for 4 mana, I'm gonna play a Chrysalis command. Mid value, but yeah. Hold the token, yeah, sure. Here I can rumble, I can spawn. I'm gonna rumble. Ujuka Bog, Talisman of Impulse. I guess I get Talisman. There is no artifact in the graveyard currently. So I'm gonna get Bujuka Bog and bog my opponent. Fetch. White blue, I guess. Probably should have get the red-blue. No, white-blue, yeah. Have double white. Flooded Strand goes to the graveyard. And... starting turn. 4 mana Charmo. That was non-info. Gonna cycle this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exile land. Get Eldrazi Temple. It smelled like Charmo. I also expected a second consign, but it was mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can cast Commercial District and Sire. Fairy. Fairy do nothing. They choose to not attack. Exile target creature and scry. Gonna exile the dragon. They don't have an ephemerate because they would have cashed it in. If they're ephemerating now, I eat my hat. They could have had Force of Negation. Attack the fairy. Solitude, yeah, sure. You like Jeskai Blink with 1 spell snare just for the lols. This stays on top. Bounces nothing, draws a card. Complicated. Thanks for the 29 months of sub. Here I play Chrysalis. That's a bit of bait, but also a decent bait, but not bait. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So Talisman, go. Philia. Yeah, Philia can block the fairy. It's okay, I guess. The fairy pluses. Land gets played. Yeah. My opponent is Emrakul. They blink the fairy. No, I could have summoned Miko's Pound down, but okay. Consign. This is gonna get funny. Pages. Okay, wait. I think I cannot see the cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Flage gets casted. Yes. This is gonna shoot the fairy so that it's there, but we don't care. And now Philia attacks. Philia blinks Flage. Philia gets blocked by Emrakul. Philia is a dog that dies. In cinema, if you kill a dog in being a movie director, usually you get very bad publicity. And here we consign the trigger of getting back Flage. So our opponent just gets to have nothing. Teferi plus Solitude. What is this? Starbreach Whale. 5 mana, 3/5. When this creature enters or Veil 2, look at the top 2 cards. Yeah. Warp. 3/5. I guess. Surveil 2 for 5. 1 on top, 1 on bottom. Or 2 on bottom. Attack my opponent with Emrakul. 6 mana. Cast this with Kicker. Destroy Steam Vents. Get Eldrazi Temple. I'm on 1 mana short. Okay, yeah. That was a misplay. I thought I had 1 more mana. We are not ruling Isetil. No, the list I copied does not run any Isetil today. So this is flying. And opponent concedes. So 3-1. Sacrificing Scions and breaking the ice towards a 4-1. Laranta against Nakishima. This hand does nothing. What do you think of Isetil? My resist is weak and I am playing Ramp. I think Isetil is good against Eldrazi and Amulet Titan, and probably not great against the rest, but I think the card is strong as a whole. So this hand is fine. No, I'm gonna put down. So we are playing against Affinity. Our hand can be great. I think it's a fine card to play. Isetil lets you do a lot of cool things. So, oh, my opponent is playing Neobrand. I didn't know that. If my opponent is playing Neobrand or Babel can come in handy. Ah! Neobrand. I didn't know this. Okay, yeah. So, Cages, Void Mirror, Stonebrain, Ugin, Leaves, Consider Return, Bojuka Bog is also a medium card. Chrysalis is also not the thing we want. I'm gonna bring in back 1 Ugin because it does things. If I say the truth, I will not play Ramp in the RC. I think the deck is not that great. If you saw my last metagame analysis, the deck is a 46% win rate deck, and it doesn't have many good matchups in the top decks. So I would play Tron if you want to be the one losing to Amulet and Consign to Memory. But I'm don't know. I think that it's not as good. I'm fine with the Ramp. I don't really play Modern. Play Modern MTGO, so just another free event. Okay, just. So, at the end is, every deck is strong in Modern, and if it's your day, you go there. So, usually what I say about that is, when you go to an event, you try to go with the biggest weapon. Like, you can go with a knife, with a gun, with a panther. So I will not go with a stick, but in modern there is no sticks. You have a sword, a katana, and sometimes a machine gun. Yeah, this hand is good. Keep. The ram deck is cool, but on the whole metagame, it's not one of the top dogs. Sometimes it's just, yeah, that's the deck I have, or it's the deck I am most confident in. If you expect a lot of Amulet and a lot of Tron or other Eldrazi decks, I will play this at the deck for sure. Island and Preordain. Pinnacle Emissary. So this is not Neobrand. Yeah. Okay, sure. Super worried about Tron with just so many White Orchid Charm consigns around. I don't think that's like the end of the world, but I understand. So, okay, seems like this game 2 we are going to lose to the fast start plus boarding wrong. The last deck from our opponent was Neobrand and they conceded to our Vexing Babylon turn 1. There was a chance that they were on Neobrand. Yeah, 4 power. Super Springs and swing for 4, or they could hold Rebuke even if they attack with everything. So, okay, that's a Kappa. I don't think. 50 needle, yeah, sure. What did they needle for? Yeah, let's try to rumble into, I don't know, close quarter. If they don't play an artifact, I will be able to chump Kappa one turn. Not that it changes much. Void Mirror, yeah, sure. They also boarded wrong, but had the broken start. So, no blocks. 7. I'm gonna to cast Talisman and then play Ghost Quarter and pay 1 life to rumble. Oof, disaster. Someone make a spawn. 6 card types in my grave. Draw an artifact. Okay, now with the Pinnacle Emissary from the Exile, I'm dead. That was a fast draw. Okay, now I know what I'm playing against, and this will change everything. Stonebrain goes. Void Mirror is only good if I play first. Also, if I get the Labyrinth, Rugen is medium. Only heat is medium, right? Sire, Emrakul. Let's try like this. Let's see if we get to cast Blasphemous Act. Vexing Babel. This is a fast hand that doesn't do much else apart from Emrakul. I guess Double Rumble is nice. Temple. If I draw Labyrinth, I will wish I had. They kept 7. Explosives. Okay. Some kind of Mox Hunt. Babel, yeah. Other explosives. Rumble. So, Sire, Labyrinth, Temple. I guess it's Temple. I try to cast a really fast 3 card types. They're missing 1. They might have the Kappa plan, but they're missing 1/0. Here called Temple. I can Michael Spawn them. Yeah, I guess Michael Spawn is a nice card to play. They can consign for 1, but whatever. They consign. At least I get my creature. They cannot rebuke. Consign. Yeah, I think I'm in favor, but this could change very fast. They draw and turn 3. Do they have a land? Yeah, they have another fiery island, and that means Kappa. No, focused. No Kappa yet. Okay, no Kappa seems quite good for me. They could have here a rebuke. I'm guessing it's a rebuke, but I can counter this. I guess I'm going to pass. Seems like they have. I want to drop Kappa the turn they play something. Let's drop and Rockwool. Red mana. Weapons. Yeah, sure. How many zeros do they have? Pinnacle. Yeah, sure. Another unknown token. Yeah, sure. Bubble. Yeah. Another weapons token. This is gonna be cool. Okay. They play another Thokas. Yeah. Things are going to happen. Another bubble. Yes. This is gonna be another cool. 6, 7, 8, 9. They look at the top card of my library. Yeah. They look at the top card of my library. Yes. I'm not sure if I lethal them, but there is a high chance. Put on top. Put on top. They draw twice. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Here I'm gonna cast a Rumble. Vexing Bubbles. Sowing Mycospawn. I guess I get the Sowing. And now with my tokens, I put Emrakul to the stack. Just to any target. To any target, yeah. 2 lands. Exile nothing. Emrakul. Attack for 3. They can't block. So now it's my turn to do things. Okay. This is whenever a non-token you control Okay, so wait. Let's getting us a cool screenshot. So I'm gonna cast Boots to get another token and lose some life to wipe the explosives and munitions and save target. And my opponent dives to their own munitions. So we win and we 4-0. Easy peasy. That deck was quite nice. Probably a lot of Stone Brains in the sideboard. And Chrysalis were neither great, not terrific, just a decent card. We never got to cast Ugin. We got to cast a lot of Sires, to say the truth. Vex in Bubble did things. Emrakul did a lot. Rumble did a lot. Summon Miko Spam was not great. Probably our games were most won by Sire and Emrakul more than anything else. But yeah, decent deck. And Blasphemous Act also did come in one matchup, so yeah, fine.